Hi and welcome to Trade with Rai. So if you watch my videos regularly, then you should know what we discussed yesterday about this channel which I have drawn here. So if you take a look at this channel, see here we have the upper band and then we have the lower band. So how you draw a channel? The upper band should be touching the resistances. Wherever there is a resistance, it should be touching the resistance, and the lower band should be touching the support area. So this was the support and this was the resistance area. Okay, let me clear the chart. Okay, so what happens when you take a trade? So whenever the channel is like broken on the upside or downside. So what happened with gift nifty? This is a chart of gift nifty, and I was telling you like every day that 26,100 is a good resistance, and nifty crossed 26,100 on Thursday and it moved up drastically, like just like it will cross the all time high. Also it reached somewhere near all time high, but it did not cross it. It closed somewhere around 26,192, and today also it has closed below 26,100. So 26,100 is becoming a pain. Now Nifty is not easily able to take it out. So only if 26,100 is taken out, then we might consider the markets to be somewhat bullish. But right now that is not the scenario building up. So Nifty is not able to cross 26,100, and it is getting closed week by week. Like on a weekly basis, if it is closing above 26,100, then we might consider it long. But currently the markets are consolidating, not even falling. Indian markets are not falling like other markets. If you take a look at S&P, if you take a look at Nasdaq, if you take a look at Kospi, any other market, even Japan, you take a look at China, everyone is falling like anything, even Germany. But Indian markets are still stable, not falling like 1 or 2% in a day, or moving up 1 or 2% in a day. So we are in a good territory. But even now, like the negative sentiment is there because of the AI bubble. And then recently there is a new data from US that credit the credit uh, has gone up to around $3 trillion. Like the private credit, the credit which people takes from banks, it has went up to somewhere around 3 trillion. That's a massive number. So right now also if you see this, so when the channel is broken, so now channel broke, then we saw a breakdown. It went up again upside and it took a resistance here, and then you have seen a good fall. So yesterday we discussed Nifty might reach up to 26,000, but it did not touch 26,000. It took a support around 26,050. Its brother like Gift Nifty and Nifty are brothers. So if you want to understand Nifty, you can take a look at Gift Nifty, and people also use it to like ascertain like how Nifty is going to open next day based on the gift nifty's behavior before Indian market opens. So still we are in a positive territory, so nothing to worry about. Okay, let's take a look at other markets. So we'll see Nasdaq. Let's see Nvidia first. So Nvidia is still falling, so let's take a look at daily chart so that we'll be able to understand it more clearly. Okay, oh sorry, I opened 1 minute chart. Let's see daily. So Nvidia is not looking in a very good shape, but right now a hammer is forming. So if you take a look here, so a hammer is getting formed here. So if this continues and a recovery comes, but what happened yesterday, like yesterday Nvidia posted reports, it opened somewhere around 4.5% gap up, but then people started selling, and it fell like anything, fell very drastically. Then again, let's take a look at S&P also. So if you take a look at S&P or Nasdaq, everyone is showing the same thing, like the same patterns as Nvidia, because Nvidia has a very high weightage, around 8.6% to something in Nasdaq, and S&P too, it has a very big weightage. So sorry, in S&P it has more than 8% weightage, and Nasdaq it's way more than that. So right now, this is also looking stable, not way too dramatically falling or something. So we are good there. But the big thing is the Brent crude. So crude has started to crash because there is a rumor that Russia and Ukraine might talk peace. Like they might be sitting on the peace table shortly. So because of that, there will be more supply of oil in the economy, and if that happens, then you might see the prices crash. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is falling like anything. So if you watch my videos regularly, I said once that Bitcoin might be the reason for the next big fall. So there is some liquidity crunch in US. Because of that, Bitcoin is falling like anything. So if there is no money in the system, you need to get money from somewhere. So that asset is Bitcoin. So people are selling Bitcoin to get the extra cash they needed right now. And this is why the Bitcoin is falling like anything. Okay, this is this, and then let's take a look at USD INR. So something drastic has happened here. I don't know the reason yet, but I'll share it with you whenever I have it. So this is what you call a breakout, a good breakout. There was a good consolidation since October. If you see here, technically we can understand it right now on a geo like global or news basis or any global headwind basis. We can't judge things here because we don't have the proper news yet. So there was a very good resistance since months, then it fell from here. It took a this was a resistance build up, and then INR fell. So it's opposite. Whenever INR is falling in comparison to dollar, then Indian rupee is getting stronger. Just understand like this, like if $1 is 80 rupees, that means you are paying 80 rupees to buy a dollar. If it goes to 88, then you are paying 88 rupees to buy $1. So then rupee becomes weaker. Now it again went up. You see, it went up again. It took a resistance, stayed in this region in November also, and then a sudden breakout, a very good breakout. So this is how a breakout happens, and there might be a possibility that this breakout might not sustain. So we call it fake breakouts. If if what happens is, so how breakouts happen, I'll just explain it to you. So if someone who is a seller must be selling at these positions, so they must have put some sell orders, and whenever a big trader trades or a big investor invests, they put some stop losses. So where this seller will put a stop loss, these people who are creating this selling pressure here, they will put their stop losses above the resistance level somewhere. So what happens in a breakout is, when the price breaks out of this level, there are so many buy orders. So if you have sold something already and you want to square off, you have to buy it back. So when so many buy orders happens at the same place, it triggers a very big breakout, because things are getting bought on the price, like at the money at the same price, or at a higher price. People put stop losses, like the trigger price must be 5 rupees, but the buy price will be somewhere around 6 rupees, so that their stop losses might not skip. This was just an example, it's not in this scenario. Don't relate it to the current markets, and I'm not a SEBI registered research analyst, so please don't take any trades based on my analysis. So this is how a breakout happens. You see this whole system, this is a breakout. So now if you like what I have shared with you, then go and subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed yet, because I'll be bringing you very good strategies and very good market analysis and research which can help you make some money. So do not forget to subscribe and like the video. On that note, I'll take your leave. Thank you and have a great weekend.